On this episode of Project Big Screen, we have two massive reviews of two wildly different movies. The drama starring Zendaya and Robert Pattinson, and then the Super Mario Galaxy movie. Then afterwards, stick around to see part one of our top 50 movies of the century. 25 years of movies. What belongs in the top 50? Well, stick around and find out. You will not want to miss some of these picks. All right, on to the show.
All right, episode 27 of Project Big Screen. Jeff DeLoe, Kenjac, Kirk, Klemmer, Gooch. Apologies off the top, I sound fucking terrible. Lost my voice in the Final Four last night in Indianapolis, and I'm recording in a co-work, and there's somebody recording a comic book movie podcast right across the way. Oh, I should have him on, see what he thinks. We have a fun one today. We have the drama and Super Mario Galaxy. This could be 5 people who saw the same 2 movies. There might be only 5 people in the world that saw those 2 movies in the same 2-day span. 2 very different movies. And then we are finally doing our top 50 movies of the century so far. That is 2000 through 2025. We are counting the year 2000. I know purists say the millennium started 2001, but for the sake of, things looking even and nice, we're counting 2000. But we'll get to that later on. So we're going to do 10 a week for 5 weeks. Very, very excited to see how this plays out. But we'll get to that in a minute. First up, Super Mario Galaxy. We'll talk about the one that's probably a little easier to get through than the drama. Probably not as much to say on this one, but huge.
Same plot twist though, which was surprising to me. I did not expect that. That shocked me.
Mario, I can't believe Princess Peach thought about doing that.
Don't go to school tomorrow.
Spoiler alert, but Mario kills Luigi in the third act. It is unbelievable. Having thwarted Bowser, this is one of the longest synopses I've ever seen. It is for Mario Galaxy. Having thwarted Bowser's previous plot to marry Princess Peach, Mario and Luigi now face a fresh threat in Bowser Jr., who's determined to liberate his father from captivity and restore the family legacy alongside companions new and old. The brothers travel across the stars to stop the young heir's crusade. Hour and 38 minutes long, which is about an hour longer than the first one. One of the shortest movies I've ever seen in a theater. Same people who directed the last one, they also directed Teen Titans Go to the movies. Aaron Horvath, Michael Jelenic. Chris Pratt back as Mario, or Mario as some people say it. Anya Taylor, Kenjac being one of them, Long Islanders. Mario. Anya Taylor-Joy, Charlie Day, Jack Black, Keegan-Michael Key, Benny Safdie plays Bowser Jr., Donald Glover voices Yoshi, Brie Larson in this one, a bunch of other cameos. They spoiled a huge cameo intentionally for marketing purposes, which I think was odd because I don't think they needed to. This was going to make a shitload of money anyway, but we'll get to that character in a minute if you haven't seen who that is. We won't spoil that. Projected to make $188 million domestic opening. This is going to be one of the biggest movies of the year. This movie's going to make so much fucking money. That place was slammed. And before I give the review, Mario's always been popular, right? That's not a surprising thing, but it is kind of crazy. They just made Mario, because little kids who are now massive Mario fans because of these movies. It is kind of fascinating to see. And not because of the games, because of the movies. They are because of the games as well, but it's crazy to see that, how it's all played out. 41%, 89% split Rotten Tomatoes, as expected, 6.5 MDB, Metacritic 35, and then Letterboxd 3.0. Kirk, Super Mario Galaxy. I know you were dialed the fuck in for this one.
I'm the worst person to go first in this. I'll get out of the way and let people who know. I've never played it. I'm too old. I don't understand anything that's going on the entire time. I feel weird being there. I don't know what's going on. I'm just the whole time kind of I was just thinking about the Masters a lot during it. I mean, it looked good, and the friggin' place was the movie theater. Klemmer, Mr. Doomsday every year. The movies are dead. Movie theater was the theater was jammed with kids running around all over the place. I grabbed 2 kids and we went to see the drama after. They love that. I get why. So in my limited knowledge of what's going on, if I did a Mario Galaxy, if that was a trivia category, I would get a 0 out of 100. it seemed like other people were also kind of confused what was going on. It seemed like it was not a great story, but like, I don't know, the kids were going friggin' insane. Like they had a great time. It's a huge success. I think the reason why they waited so long to make them, if I had to guess, was they did it so poorly. Was it 30 years ago? Was that the Hoskins one?
Yeah.
Was that right? So maybe they were a gunshot, I guess, maybe. But I mean, like, just get ready. Like, there's going to be like 3 of these in some form or fashion a year for like the next 12 years or something. So, I mean, I want to just give it an incomplete because I didn't know what was going on. But I'll give it I'll give it a 42. It's better than Hamnet.
That's the baseline all year.
Yeah, yep, better than Hamnet, I would say. I don't know, but I get why like 8-year-olds are going bananas. I think. I will say I thought it looked good. I think
it looks fantastic.
Yeah,
it
like
looks
it looks
great.
good. So there you go.
Kenjac, a Mario pronouncer. What do you think of Super Mario Galaxy movie?
But by the way, Kirk, there is Mario Golf, which you might enjoy.
Oh, is that right?
Fantastic game. Yeah.
Oh, is that right? Oh, okay. Yeah,
you might enjoy that game quite a bit. I'd qualify it by saying, like, I was pleasantly surprised by the first one, which I think most of us were. Like, we kind of expected to be sort of a pseudo disaster kids like slop movie, whatever. And so the expectations were low, but they, I think, exceeded them. Had a serviceable plot, nice animation, like you were just saying, and like the baseline level of heart that a big IP adaptation, I think, like this needs to be like considered a real movie. I don't think this really has any of that. I don't even know if I could say there was a plot. It was more of like a compilation, like YouTube video of scenes, and it was like the equivalent of watching like a 5-year-old speed running YouTube shorts on an iPad. Like that's what I felt like watching this movie. Like it's just like, here's disconnected things happening, flashing in front of your face. That's all I have to offer you. So I think like if the idea is to make a movie that satisfies like a kid's attention deficit disorder for an hour and a half, success. But to me, it's just like it wasn't really like a movie. So I gave it a 40. I like 25 of those points are for the fact that like I think it should satisfy a kid's attention for an hour and a half. I don't think it was built at all for an adult, and that's fine. But it just I did not enjoy it.
Klemmer, what did you give it?
So I kind of liked the first one. It hit all the nostalgia points for me. Thought it looked great. I'd probably give the first one like a 62. So it was pretty good, pretty enjoyable. This one, this is where my nostalgia ran out. I never played Super Mario Galaxy, so kind of like Kirk, I was kind of confused. I don't know Rosalina. Like I don't care about Rosalina. And if there's no nostalgia, like Kenjac was saying, there's no story, then there's like nothing here. It does look fantastic. And I like some of those action sequences where it feels like you're kind of playing the game. Like, that's done really well. It's done really well in the first one, too. But there's just nothing here. And I just don't care about seeing characters on screen that I really have very little familiarity with the video game. So, for me, I'm at a 40. I will say, after it was over, my theater was excited. Some people were giving a standing ovation. Some people were really loving the movie. So, I mean, I don't know.
Standing ovation?
What? Some people gave a standing ovation in my theater.
They stood standing for that post credit. They stood standing for that massive post credit scene.
No, at the end they sat down and they waited for both the post credit scenes. They were very excited. Both. There's 2.
Oh.
There you go. Gerald, you missed out.
I was gonzo. I did not see those. Is that Glenn Powell or something or no?
Yes, he's in one of them, and the other one is that monkey comes back.
Oh, good. That's good.
Mm-hmm. That thieving monkey comes back.
Gooch, what did you give it?
I'm at a 35, and this movie is truly carried by the animation department. Like, hats off to the animation department because they are basically the saving grace for everything going on here, which is not much. Kenjac, you kind of nailed what I was going to say in terms of like, there's just really no plot here. It feels like if you've played Super Smash Brothers, they play like this like 5-minute intro with like all the characters coming on screen and just kind of doing their thing, but there's not like a story behind it. That's what this felt like, stretched out to 100 minutes. Like, it's just a bunch of like, look at this character in this costume, look at this discontinued line. And a lot of this stuff, I don't even think big Nintendo or Mario fans are picking up on it. Like, there's just a lot of references to stuff that people don't know about. Like, when it comes to Nintendo, you know Mario, but do you really know, like, does anyone really know the lore? like Justin does, I guess, but
Oh yeah.
that's Justin.
Yeah.
No, I feel like 99% of the audience
Can't wait to hear your score.
aren't going to get these references. And it also feels like the DC EU, the Snyder version a little bit, that first Justice League to me, where it's like they are just really trying to get to a cinematic universe as fucking fast as they can. And as we saw with that doesn't really work because you need a little bit of an emotional stake in these characters. You need to have something there. And this doesn't give that at all. So 35 out of 100. Hopefully they can get this back on track because I did like the first one. And I do think there is space for children's movies, like really directed at children, but they deserve better than this.
Yeah, I give it a 45. I gave the first one a 69. I enjoyed the first one, and as much as I joke about how short that movie was, I do think that was a fairly good thing for what the first. And obviously, this one. I mean, to be fair, this one's not the first. This one's not much longer than the other one, but like it did feel a little tighter. It kind of just felt like they were kind of hitting their things. For this one, you're right. It feels like they're kind of jamming a few extra things in here and trying to do more when I don't even think that was necessary. And it just kind of all fell a little flat for me. As great as it looked, it just like overstuffing and overcomplicating it kind of like eh. Now there's a little bit of me that wants to give it some grace, and I call this the Godzilla vs. Kong metric, where Godzilla vs. Kong I liked, but Godzilla vs. Kong never was going to be better than what I gave it, which was like I think like a 70. Like that movie was built to be a 700, and this movie I think is built to be like a at best like 60 for kids to look at and enjoy and have fun with and love all the characters. And I think that's why it exists. I'm not saying that's as a defense of like that's why this is art in cinema. You should respect it more than you are. I think it's pretty clear what this is and what they tried to do. And I don't want to get too like old man fucking yelling at clouds about Mario, but I think the thing for me is you can go a little harder on this because I do think the first one was just better. So it's like the barometer is like there is a bar from the first one and they just went under the bar, which is a bummer because I think what Gooch said, the animation is fucking fantastic in this movie. It looks great. It looks incredible. So yeah, I give it a 45. I think it's enjoyable for kids. I think they're gonna have a good time with it. They're gonna watch it over and over and over again. There's the Mario toys in the fucking store and everything. I mean, it's crazy how big this is, and we'll spoil now. So spoiler alert now. They are gonna just keep jamming fucking Super Smash Brother. Pikachu's gonna be in this shit one day probably if they can make that work. You have Star Fox's movie voiced by Glenn Powell, which was weird that I found it weird that they promoted it. Because I get it, like you're trying to get people in, but like they didn't need that for this. Like, why not leave a couple surprises, once you walk into the theater? But obviously that signals what they're going to do. They're going to cross over so many fucking properties, and this is going to go on, as Kirk said, forever. Oh. Just forever.
And also, outside of like Jack Black, do any of these celebrity voices make any kind of impact on the box office?
Those kids running around and don't care that Glenn Powell is doing that.
No. Exactly, that's what I'm saying.
Don't care. Jack Black, I think is it at this point, right?
Yeah, for kids. Yeah. I mean, like kids are only
kids don't like nobody cares. Donald Glover's Yoshi. It's going to this like
the 6-year-old next to me turned to his 5-year-old friend and said, "Is that Childish Gambino voicing Yoshi?"
Yeah, that's what I mean. Isn't it?
With holy shit.
I think you're going to get a Star Fox movie. I don't know if you guys ever played that, like for the Super Nintendo.
Love Star Fox. Great game.
That almost like could be a movie. It's like Top Gun with animals, but like it could be like in space. But like you can make that a movie, I think, pretty easily. So, like,
Chris description was very true.
Chris saw a animated movie about a fox, and his ears perked up. He was like, "Get me in that door." Mm-hmm. Nothing Chris loves more than an animated movie about an animal. Isn't that right?
I do want to give fish. Pout fish. We got to talk about the. I missed the pout fish talk last week.
Animal.
Unbelievable.
I want to get Justin. We haven't heard on here in a while.
Justin, you up? Here we go.
Hello.
Justin, is he sleeping?
No. He's got a lot on his plate right now. So yeah.
True.
Yeah.
Hello.
True.
You up?
I want to hear a take from someone who maybe liked it a little more. That is like a huge Mario person. What did Justin think?
It was fine. It was just like I think the YouTube short analogy was pretty spot on. But like you don't play Mario for the plot.
Yeah.
You know, you don't need a great plot. We just want to do cool things.
You know,
The thing that interests me though is that they've jammed so many like big things. Like remember they did a Mario Kart scene in the last one, right?
Yep.
It's one of those ones where it's like, man, it's like I don't know if do you really want to burn all your shit? So like I don't know, like maybe scale it back a bit. You have so much stuff, like don't just get it in to get it in there, and like maybe kind of have it mapped out a little more. Maybe have it play out in a more enjoyable. Like don't just jam it in because you want to get these in these movies and make money. I don't know. Maybe make it play out a little longer and.
But I think
maybe a waiting game.
This movie was made to be like watched like 3 times in a row by like 8-year-olds. So like
Yeah.
oh you like
For sure.
they're gonna find out things like new things to watch. You're gonna like adults aren't gonna watch this ever again. It's like one of those stupid movies that like 7-year-olds will be like I watched Super Mario Galaxy 3 times in a row every Saturday. So it's just
That can't be good for their brains. That cannot be good for their brains at all.
What do you
I would
give this
say, like-
movie, Justin?
65.
Oh,
Okay. All right. Yeah, I mean, look, I don't think we need to sit here and soapbox about fucking Super Mario Galaxy much longer. Just kind of want to give our thoughts. If you're someone who, I think if you have kids, take them to this movie, fun movie. I like that it's an older property. Again, that's some too old man yelling at clouds. Like that is kind of fun seeing Mario as popular as it is right now. Shout out to Chris Pratt as Mario too. We have an old
terrible
viral tweet that we
performance.
made of what Chris Pratt sounded like, and it was that fake Italian guy on Twitter. So it feels like it's been decades since that first happened, and now we have 2 movies, and this movie's going to make a godsome money. It's going to make so much fucking money. This will be right up there. Probably top 5 of the year, do we think this ends up?
yeah.
Easily. Could be number 1. Very easily.
I do think that the number 1 is off the board now. I don't think it's good enough to get there. I think, you know what I mean?
I don't even know if it matters. I know what you
What
mean.
do
But I
you
think
think
it's.
ranking a Gooch?
I think parents will put their foot down at some point and stop with the multiple repeat viewings because they can't sit through this one again.
$372.5 million worldwide.
Jesus Christ.
Lord.
That's fucking crazy.
Okay, maybe it will.
Going to get to $1 billion, that's for sure.
That's crazy.
yeah.
You know what? Good. March, billion-dollar movie.
Oh, yeah. Who cares? Yeah.
Yep.
Yeah.
That's good stuff.
That and Project Hail
And again,
Mary.
I will say
Yeah.
too, this is I as much as we didn't like love it, love seeing great animation like that. They have their own kind of style that works. It looks good. So,
That hand puppet thing they did was awesome when they were doing the puppet show, and I think they were using a real hand blended in with like a real sock puppet on a hand blended into the animated scene. It was so cool.
yeah, it's look again. If you're a big Mario fan, go have fun, whatever. If you have kids, definitely take them. But I think we'll set the expectations. If you're an adult only going to this and expecting, fucking Spider-Verse, temper your expectations. So yeah, that's Super Mario Galaxy. We're all kind of in the range of 30s to 50s, in between that kind of number range for our rating.
DraftKings is changing the game with Flex Spins. New and exclusive to DraftKings Casino, Flex Spins let you choose how to use your spins across more than 100 slots, so the power of play is in your hands. New players pay $5 and get 500 Flex Spins. Claim 50 spins a day for 10 days, then you choose how to play them across your favorite games like Huff and More Puff, Cash Eruption, and more. Download the app now and sign up with code BIGSCREEN. Claim your 500 Flex Spins and choose your slots. The crown is yours, in partnership with DraftKings Casino.
All right, review for the drama. Talk about what a movie this is. Holy shit. I'll say this before we give our review. I wanted to see it again this weekend because I was like, I don't think I can properly talk about this until I see it again or like read. Like it's one of those ones where you just kind of leave the theater like, what the fuck? Obviously, we're not going to spoil anything in it, but we'll give our spoiler-free review initially and then get into it because this is one of those movies where I would suggest, honestly, right now, I don't think I can speak for everyone in saying go check this out, right? Like I think we could. I won't say scores, but I think if you want to see this movie, I think if that's 5, go check this out. Stop listening. Like just don't listen. Come back and listen after you see it, because I think this is a movie that it's best to know almost nothing. And the trailers did a very good job of that. Trailers kind of set you up. They never spoil this. Project Hail Mary, they're showing the fucking Rock. It's just like, it's unbelievable.
And the A24 promotion for it too, not just but the way they promoted the movie, I thought was pretty smart. Yeah.
So here's the short synopsis. A happily engaged couple is put to the test when an unexpected turn sends their wedding week off the rails. That is underselling it, but that is what happens. The main people in this is Zendaya, Robert Pattinson, Mamadou Afi, is how you say his name? Alana Haim, who's been in, I feel like, everything lately. Yeah, so that's the main cast. It's a big Zendaya, Robert Pattinson thing. You've seen them promoting this for a while now. Zendaya has a humongous year right now. For her, from fucking Spider-Man to Dune, Odyssey, crazy year for Zendaya.
And Pattinson.
And
right there with her.
And it continues here with this. Euphoria. What did you give it, Kirk? What did you think about, spoiler free here, the drama?
Spoiler free? Okay.
Spoiler free right now. Just off the top. We'll make this part quick, because again, I don't think we can say too much about it.
Well, last week when you weren't here, I don't even remember the names of the movies we reviewed last week, the two boring movies. But I think it was Gooch at one point, because I was like, they're both like 50s. And Gooch said, it's not the worst. It's the worst, which is true. It's the worst. Like, give me a 12 or give me a 90. And you got one here. Like, this is going to be, I think, the most divisive movie of 2026. Probably, was Eddington last year? Is that right?
Probably, yeah.
That's probably the one I would say last year, right? If you wanted to say, I'm going to give it, I've thought about it a lot since seeing it yesterday, a lot. And I'm going to give it a 90.
Wow. Big score.
It's a big swing. It pays off. It's funny. She's a huge star and is going to have a great career. And I give her credit because she essentially is playing sort of a quiet character and a supporting character in this movie. Like, she really is. Like, this is a Pattinson movie all the way. And for her to do that, I think, and sort of be also the most likable character in the movie, as well. The movie is obviously, it's hard to do without the spoilers. So I'll just say it's a big swing. It pays off. The twist to me pays off in a bunch of different ways, which I guess we can get into conversationally after. And then it goes in tonal shifts that could absolutely not have worked. Winds up working. I think each part is sort of a different tonal aspect to it. And even the last third, which kind of gets wacky, to me still works. So to me right now, the more I think about it, the higher I go with it. And I'm at 90 right now. It's my favorite movie of the year so far by a good margin.
90. We'll see if we get some other big scores here. Kenjac, what'd you give it?
Yeah, I'm right there with Kirk. I'm at an 87. I really like this movie. I think it's it's a relatively like general concept, right? As far as like, what if the person you love isn't who they think they are? You think they are, right? Like, that's a pretty we've seen that in a lot of movies before. But I love taking that idea, making like the thing what it is, and then just having these two really good actors like battle out opposing mental breakdowns. I think that was a really cool idea. It worked. It's sometimes cringy, sometimes dramatic, sometimes like, and I think you should leave skit. Like the DJ, holy shit, I was dying laughing at that DJ. And I just enjoyed the hell out of it. And on top of that, I think shot really well. Love the music choices. I think the entire cast, top to bottom, was fantastic. I think this is like, you mentioned Alana Haim. I think this is my favorite Alana Haim role I've ever seen. I think she was, I've never wanted to play. I hated
wretched,
this
just wretched. Yeah.
I hated this person. So like, evoked such rage. I loved it. It was such a good performance. And so many great scenes throughout it. I really enjoyed it. And when I look at some of the other reviews people have for it, I'm like, did you watch the same movie? Like, this was, I had so much fun with it. Enjoyed it a lot. But yeah, we'll talk more once we get into spoilers. So 87 out of 100 for me.
Klemmer, what'd you give it?
Yeah, I'm at an 85. I love this too. This is fantastic performances by Pattinson and Zendaya, excuse me. She acts with her eyes. Like, she doesn't say a ton in this movie. She, like Kirk said, kind of a quiet character, but you can like see how she's feeling. Just from looking at her, she's such a good actress. Alana Haim, an awesome performance. And I liked how this was edited. Like, it kept moving. It was a great pace to it. Never got bogged down. And it, like Kirk said, like, you leave the theater and you're like thinking about it. I saw it on Friday and I'm like still thinking about it like 2 days later, like quite a bit. Like, a lot to chew on, and just really, if you're looking for a dark comedy drama, like, this is a can't miss.
Mm-hmm. Gooch, score.
Yeah, run it back to back, 85. Just fantastic control of tone. Like, really impressive stuff, because we'll talk about it in a second. Very dark subject matter, not only at the twist, but there's a lot of stuff going on here that's just very dark to navigate, but it does so without really being bogged down in like the movie only being about that one thing. And then also keeping its comedic edge like throughout. This was a lot funnier than I was expecting. I was expecting romantic drama, really straight drama, obviously the title. I was not expecting the comedic elements in this, and it was really funny when it needed to be. The performance is great. I think this is Zendaya's best performance of her career. Like, kind of not close. And I've been critical of her in the past as a performer. I think she's a great movie star, but this was really great acting. And Robert Pattinson also is just carved out a lane here as like the weird, squirrely guy. He's so good at it. Alana Haim, I think she's great in everything. She's also really great. She just always on screen feels like a real person, like a very tangible human being. And she's very tangible here as someone that, you know, who just like fucks up the friend group all the time. And yeah, she nailed that. So I'm at an 85 out of 100. Can't wait to talk more about it. Been thinking about it. Great, great movie for adults.
Yeah, I'm actually the highest. I'm a 91. I thought this was pretty fantastic stuff. Again, we'll get into the nitty gritty in a second, but this isn't really giving much away. It's an uncomfortable movie that they managed to make dark but also funny, and the writing is so impressive in this to be able to like weave that together and not make it like kind of cringing in your seat to a point where you're like, this sucks, it's just impressive shit. Like the fact that they were able to do that with this movie is pretty impressive, because so often I think with like dark comedies and like dark humor and shit, if you try to weave in like a really, really intense storyline, it can make it so grating that it just doesn't flow. And this never has that problem. Like once it gets into it, you're always tense, you're always on the edge of your seat, but you're also kind of laughing. You feel they just find the sweet spot with this, and it's very impressively written, obviously very well acted as well. That kind of goes without saying. Like, I don't want to diminish the acting because that's a big part of it, but like they're just so good typically. I'm like not surprised that they're as good in this as they are. But yeah, the writing and the story development in this is, I was kind of blown away by it, because I'm like, this probably shouldn't work. It's dark, it's fucked up, but then it's also really funny, and it throws you for a loop in so many different ways. Keeps you guessing. So yeah, I mean, one of the producers of this movie was Ari Aster. Yeah, kind of says it all. Like anyone sick enough that Ari Aster works with probably makes sense. Christopher Borgli, I believe is how you say his name, the director. He also wrote the movie. Great stuff from him. He's done Sick of Myself and Dream Scenario, or his other movies. I just go see this movie, man. This is a fun, and if you hate, like Kirk said, if you hate it, I totally get it. Like,
I get that. I mean, I do and I don't, but yeah, I understand.
Right. Well, there's some people, right, like I love Uncut Gems, but I get why people don't like it, because they think it's an uncut, like whatever. Like if this is too much for people, like I totally get it, but that's the thing that I like the most. They fucking swung for it. And the thing, if I'm going to pick one thing out of anything, non-spoiler, that I truly commend them, I like the writing, I commend a lot. It's the fact that they took a swing, but they committed to it, right? How often do you see a movie commit or try to take a swing at something and they don't commit the rest of the way? I kind of expect that to happen. I'm like, man, they're going for it. At what point are they going to stop going for it and play it safe to land the plane? And they never do. They never do at any point in this movie. They fucking go for it from the start, and they go for it all the way to the end. So yeah, credit to them, the drama. This was, I didn't know what to expect. I didn't know. I didn't have it spoiled for me. So I had no idea going in. So if you've not seen it, now I'm really telling you to turn this off. Turn this off, skip ahead. There's time codes below. Skip to the news section. You don't want this spoiled. Pausing. Okay. If you're still listening and it gets spoiled, that's on you. Here's the kind of big twist, if you're listening and you don't know it, is the two characters, Pattinson and Zendaya's character, meet. They have kind of like a meet cute. And part of it is she can't hear. when they're meeting, and we find out later on when they have this very dramatic dinner scene where they're talking about the worst things they've done in their life, that Zendaya's character blew out her eardrum while practicing shooting to what she had planned on being a mass killing, a school shooting.
Yeah.
Which is just like, I was like, what the fuck? I actually looked around in my theater because I was alone. I was like, is anyone else can anyone talk to me about this for a second? Like, this is insane. And then it just fucking crumbles from there. And at every turn, you're like, oh, the worst thing of all time is about to happen. And there's characters who have relationships in their lives, people who've been in like mass shootings. And it all unravels. And it's just, it's insane.
Keep in mind, she didn't do anything. Her worst story is she didn't do anything.
Yeah.
Right.
Which is, a lot of times for is worse.
Way worse.
Like
Way
much
worse.
worse. Which is great. Which is great. First of all, Pattinson and Zendaya meet in a lie. Which is interesting too.
Yes.
Like he lies. Like he hadn't read the book. Remember, they meet cute. She can't hear him. He takes a picture. So that's an interesting thing too. And they're at this dinner, like you're saying, Jeff, and it's this wedding preparation dinner. It's a funny movie about wedding planning too. All these, which features, I think, the hardest I've laughed in the movie theater in a long time is that scene with the wedding photographer after
Zoe Winters.
Like, yeah, like I was like fucking howling. But you're right. And to me, I think I've reacted the way some people have, which is like, obviously it's a horrible thing, but she didn't do it.
Yeah.
So why is everybody acting so crazy about it? But it's really examination of them. These are self-involved. These are, which is good. These are not good people, kind of, except for her in a way. Like it's an interesting. It's just very smart.
She didn't go through with it because there was another event in her
Yeah.
town that kind of led her to not go through with it. Kind of change what she thought. Kind of how she viewed things. The other three were, it was the one
dog.
Alana Haynes'
Use her as a
character
shield.
locked a mentally disabled person
In a shack and was never gonna
in the woods.
abandoned. Yeah.
And slept on it all night. And the father comes back and said, "Have you seen my son?" And she said, "No." That's so
kid was-
fucked up. Like, you had a whole night to think about this.
She's just outraged because her cousin, which is another actually very funny scene later in the movie.
Yes.
Her cousin is in a wheelchair from a mass shooting, right? Isn't that?
Yes. That was like the relationship kind of. Yeah. That's
What is Pat's? Is he cyberbullied somebody or something?
Yeah, he cyberbullied kid out of town, left town.
Hey, like they have
Remember the
nothing.
other guy? He used the dog or used his girlfriend as like a human shield versus
human
a
shield,
dog.
yeah.
Like
Which I thought was, when watching it, think about it more and more, I'm like, that story from that guy, Alana Haim's husband, is not that, it's like not that bad. Why did she want to tell that story? Like, what did she just want to unburden her story? Like, or was it just they were just drunk and fucking around, or because there was not?
She didn't seem that sad about her story. She's like, "Oh, he's fine." Like, she didn't seem too distraught about her story.
Yeah.
But yeah,
I don't know why she wanted to, unless she's just like a negative person that just wanted to like blow shit up.
That's what I think is so good about and genius about that character is that person exists. Like this, I'm better than everybody performative coworker lady. Like that lady is so real and tangible. And like, man, that was just such a great, perfectly written character, designed character, and just perfectly acted by Alana Haim, which I'm glad you pointed that out, Klemmer. Just the realest human being. I think it was you or Gooch. Sorry, but yeah,
she was great. She was great. Yeah.
It's remarkable how little empathy people have. Like, so like a 15-year-old kid moved to a new town. She's obviously like teenagers. Everything is like life or death because they have no life experiences, and because of that, she was obviously in a dark place and had these horrible thoughts. She didn't go through with it, but no one is willing to give her that understanding. Everyone is just so
sounds like you're projecting.
self-involved.
I don't know.
What's that?
Sounds like you're projecting a little bit. I don't know.
No, we didn't have school shootings when I was a kid. I was
Those are the
too,
days.
Too old for that.
Those are the days.
But you feel like, all right, like kids do stupid shit, but like no one's willing to give her that grace though. Everyone is just like affronted and acts so overreactionary.
And if you watch that scene too, before she gives her confession, they're talking about. I think they're talking about Pattinson. Or I forget. And Alana Haim says, "Well, the human brain isn't formed till you're 25 anyway." She's forgiving somebody for that, but like she just loses it, and it becomes this sort of this crazy. The next 40 minutes is just like nuts, and it could have. I was thinking could have easily been in different hands. I mean, Mike Myers almost made a movie like this. Like, in different hands, this could have been like a Vince Vaughn like romantic comedy from 2006. My my girlfriend's like a killer or something like that. Or it could have very easily been a Woody Allen movie, you know. But this was handled so. I feel like there's not a false note other than I'm not sure she would have actually gone to the wedding and been her maid of honor. I'm not sure she would have gone through with that. But other than that, there's like not really a false note, I don't think.
You know what I like too, and I think this is a good little touch on it, or a little added thing onto it. Like everyone always wants to forgive people for whatever fucked up ideas or things they have, and like Robert Pattinson is basically begging Zendaya to be like, "You were traumatized by your friend dying, right? That is why this is happening." She's like, "No, no, not really." And then he's using that as an excuse later. Like I love that, such a great little subtle note that I really enjoyed as well.
I think the maid of honor does go to the wedding, Kirk, because the maid of honor is like husband is like the guy is Pattinson's best friend. So you can see a world where that best friend drags.
And it's a good speech in the dad speech is good when the DJ who's funny when that thing backfires and then you're just like,
oh my God,
Jesus Christ! Like what am I watching? Like what is this?
That DJ being like, "You guys are gearheads," like talking about this setup. Oh my God, I was dying laughing. So
fucking funny. I also really loved because it does get a little artsy at points, which I'm surprised audiences have been on board with, like kind of how out there it gets with the dream sequences. Like the dream sequence editing, not only like when he's asleep and having these nightmares about her and the wedding being shot up, but also just like when they're mid-conversation and Zendaya's like, she's fantasizing about Robert coming over to the couch and just consoling her. And then it cuts immediately back to the conversation and they're still 6 feet apart. Like all of those little moments I thought were just brilliantly done in terms of like a filmmaking perspective. Like really great stuff.
I have a nitpick. I don't know if Pattinson kisses his coworker.
No, I get that.
Yeah, that was the goofiest thing, I think, for sure.
He was having a mental breakdown though.
The payoff was great too, I think, for the wedding, so I didn't mind it.
Audiences are not as split on this as I thought they'd be. There are some definitely bad reviews, I think, but I don't know if it got review bombed because of pro Zendaya, but I know it's a higher audience split than critics on Rotten Tomatoes, which I was a little surprised by because I figured this would be like an 80, like 50, and it's like 77, 81.
It got a B cinema score, I think.
Yeah, which is not
which
great.
makes sense. Makes sense for something like this, and I think when you make a movie like this, you expect that. It's like you know what you're fucking doing. But man, this. Go see this shit. If you've listened to this whole thing and you haven't seen it, that's insane. But still go see it because it is. We talked about how funny it is, but like you got to experience the funny stuff and how it weaves in with like the really uncomfortable. This is right up my alley. Like I love the uncut gems of the world. I love stuff that makes me uncomfortable. I love, and I know people hate this word in movies, but experience. Like I like to experience it and feel that like, oh man, like squirming in my seat. So this was great. I don't know why I don't think I thought it was gonna be bad, but I was like, I don't know if I'm gonna like this one. Like I didn't have high expectations on it.
I didn't either.
I was getting materialist vibes because it's in that same slot and they've kind of run the same playbook in terms of marketing. I was like, this could be good, but I'm setting the cap at a materialist.
Sure.
Like, and it's just a lot better than that. Like just a lot better.
I put this in our chat, I think, recently, but and maybe you guys would notice it more. I thought this was shot like a New York City movie. I thought it was New York City the entire time.
Yeah, it has Boston. It has no Boston feel to it.
No,
I kind of like that.
Yeah, it's sort of.
It just feels like any city.
Yeah, which is fine.
I saw
thought it was
Justin walking to Dunkin' Donuts in the background of the scene.
that was
what you're talking about.
What married that guy in the background?
I will say there's been a lot of, and I saw the New Yorker critic and a bunch of people have sort of turned this into a why are white directors using Zendaya as this thing, and it's just like first of all, you're not giving her. You say that, but then you're not giving her. She's an adult. She's choosing these films. Like she is choosing, interesting, different projects, and that is just fucking annoying. That's like there's gonna be discourse every time about everything. She's an interesting actress. She's a very smart person. Takes her career really seriously, and she's doing good roles. I don't know. I agree. I think it's her best performance. I thought in The Challenger she seemed like she was playing dress up to me at times as an adult. She felt like an adult in this movie for the first time to me, and she's excellent at it.
Yeah, her career trajectory is kind of fascinating, and she's in all these massive things. And I didn't know what to make of her, I think, early on, and like what she could become. And I think she's found herself in spots where I would expect a couple Oscar nominations probably in her near future. Like I think it's like that's the trajectory she's on. She's in impressive stuff. She takes, I think, good roles, different things, mixes it up. You know, doesn't have to be like, you know, I won't be in these like she can be in a big blockbuster like a Dune, right? With like a really prestige, like a now I guess modern prestige director. She could be in Spider-Man and Avengers, right? But then she could be in the drama or Challengers, and it's like it's impressive. And he's great too. I don't want to take anything away from Pattinson, but right for her, she just I don't know. There's something about her that I was like, I was sold on her already, but this like really just pushed it over kind of another level. We're like, oh, she's got like the goods here. And I think is she taking up a little bit of a break after this year?
She says.
She's doing she's
probably
with the
smart
stuff. Yeah, she got Shrek, and then I think she's going to be gone for a while.
That's right. Yeah.
Gooch, you mentioned Materialist. That the wedding photographer is also in Materialist.
Yeah.
Oh yeah,
she's
Zoe
great.
Winters.
She's
in
she
should be the
Succession,
A24 mascot.
She's in Succession. She's the girl that's sleeping with Logan, right? And they put on the news. Is she not?
I don't know if I got that far into Succession.
Yes,
Yeah.
yes, she is.
You think those
Chuckles the clown.
You think those two characters in this? think those two characters in this movie would have actually done that dance, gone to that dance thing?
Yes,
It felt a
because
little-
I think they're the type of affluent. Like I think
Yeah.
it's very implied throughout. Like he's
Like culture-y.
Yeah.
yes.
Okay. Felt
Also,
like it was
the choreographer was the choreographer of Testament of Anne Lee,
yes,
which
right.
somehow my girlfriend clocked mid-movie. I don't know how she did that, but also the adult Sophie and After Sun. The adult
Oh, right.
daughter,
Yeah,
the adult
yeah.
version.
She-
Very
the
random
other-
filmography.
The coworker actress, I think, is putting together a pretty good resume too. Haley
Yes.
Gates. She was in The Moment, which she's really good in. She's like the most regular character in that entire movie. She was in Marty Supreme before that, Challenges before that, Uncut Gems before that. So she's kind of putting together.
She was really good too.
Yeah.
I liked her as like an ancillary like moral dilemma as well. Like she cheated, went through with it, but she also kind of, you know, is like recoiling at this idea of like somebody thinking about shooting up a school. Like
Yeah. That was one of
they
the
just
favorite
put
things-
you, they made you think through all of these different people. Like, would you judge them? Do I deserve to judge them? Like, I love that there's obviously the school shooting storyline, but that's really not what the movie is about necessarily. Like, there's a little bit of commentary there, but it's mainly about like how much empathy are you willing to extend to somebody else?
We don't even really know much about their relationship. Not really. Like
Yeah.
we get a cute flashback scene and the letter that they were going to write, but like you just jump into it and it's going full speed.
I love that everyone's reaction too when they heard about it. It's like, yeah, I'd call the police. Like, what are you talking about? Like, you call the police for a non-crime that happened?
Also, like 16 years later, whatever it is, I don't
Yeah.
understand. Like what?
And they address that too, obviously, in the movie. But I feel like that is the reaction somebody would have. Like, if you told them, what would you do? And they'd be like, oh, I call the police. Like, what does that mean? Like, for what? Didn't happen.
Yeah, and at the end of the year, I'm sure I'm going to say Alana Haim should have been nominated because I'm sure she won't be, but she's going to be on the list of people who should have been nominated.
great.
Yeah.
So good.
So yeah, pretty high marks on this one for us. A warning: you may hate it. Like it's like, and I totally get if people hate it, but yeah, all pretty high for us. 91 for me, 90 for Kirk, 87 from Kenjac, Klemmer, Gooch, 85. Definitely check out the drama. Strong contender, top one of the year for me personally so far. First one above a 90 for me. That is the drama.
If you're anything like me, then at any given moment, you have 10 subscriptions to streaming services and probably use 8 of them. Well, that's how I used to be until I got Rocket Money. Rocket Money can track subscriptions and has the ability to cancel unwanted ones within the app with a few taps, saving users over $880 million in canceled subscriptions. You can set budgets and goals, get personalized insights and regular reports, and receive real-time alerts for large transactions, upcoming bills, refunds, and low balances. Users who create a financial goal with Rocket Money even save over $70 on average within the first 30 days. The app also consolidates checking, savings, loans, and investments into a single dashboard to give users a clear view of their financial picture. Rocket Money is a personal finance app that helps find and cancel unwanted subscriptions, monitors your spending, and helps lower your bills so you can grow your savings. Let Rocket Money help you reach your financial goals faster. Join at rocketmoney.com/bracket. That's rocketmoney.com/bracket. rocketmoney.com/bracket.
Next week, I don't know exactly what we're doing next week. I know one movie. It's got the greatest tagline in the history of movies. You,
go.
Me, and Tuscany. The Italian rom-com. The tagline, she came for the pasta and got lost in the sauce.
Oh, is this the one with
Halle Bailey.
the one I just saw? Oh, Christ Almighty!
There's a couple other ones. There's a Jonah Hill directed movie, which I think is going to Apple TV with Keanu Reeves called Outcome, and then there's a shitty Netflix movie. So we'll see, but we'll keep an eye on our social media. We'll say something, but I think Outcome I think the Jonah Hill one makes sense. I know it's an Apple movie.
Probably does. Faces of
cast.
Death comes out.
Keanu Reeves, he's in it. Cameron Diaz, Matt Bomer. So we'll probably do that one. A little bit of a lull, I think, for a few weeks. I know there's the Lee Cronin's The Mummy.
Yep.
Did you see they had to?
Love Lee Cronin movies, baby.
Did you see the Blumhouse official account had to post and be
Crazy.
like, they had to post and be like, Brendan Fraser is not in this movie. Like the official guy, like, because I guess so many people
that you have to make an X amount of money at the box office to have your name before the title. Like, I get why they're doing it because, like, Lee Cronin's The Mummy. If you're that worried about people, then just don't make it.
I swear to God, I thought it said Lee Daniels the Mummy. I was like, I'm fucking in for that. Like let's do it.
That Mother Mary movie in a couple weeks looks interesting, though.
Oh yeah, it's David Lowery.
Yeah, that's a couple weeks away.
Was the last thing he did that fucking Peter Pan and Wendy movie? That's crazy.
One of the weirdest careers you'll ever find, David Lowery. We got to interview him. Great interview. He did Pete's Dragon, A Ghost Story, Old Man and the Gun, The Green Knight, Peter Pan and Wendy. What a
Last Redford movie, yeah, insane.
Yeah.
Would you watch Ang Lee's version of The Mummy? I'd
Yes.
probably watch that.
I'd be much more interested in that than
Ang
Tyler
Lee-
Perry's I would watch.
Oh my God, that'd be amazing.
1000%
Tyler Perry's
would
The
watch
Mummy.
that.
Tyler Perry's Big Mummy's House. There it is. Fucking make $1 billion at the box office.
Will Colleen Hoover will she eventually get that in front of the titles or no? I would think so, right?
Do you get it if you're the author and not the
Well,
director?
Stephen King would have that a lot.
Yeah.
John Grisham never did, though, huh?
Oh, the Rainmaker's John Grisham's Rainmaker.
That's true. John Grisham's the Rainmaker. That's true.
Yeah. Good point.
Good John Boy.
Andy Weir is honestly.
I
on
would
that
love if
trajectory.
every Colleen Hoover movie was Colleen Hoover's The Blank.
Yeah.
That would be that fits that fits her new also her movies need to be a cinematic universe, by the way. They all need to be connected. That will get me more interested in that.
Yeah, I need the guy.
They need to Gooch, they need to do what the DCU did. I need all Colleen Hoover movies to overconnect, like really obnoxious.
That's what the housemaid is for. That's what Sydney Sweeney's the housemaid. She is the Avenger of the Hooververse.
She just go work now for Curse. I know we did this. She just go work for her now. That's like her next job.
Yeah, she just goes if somebody needs their husband disappeared. You call the housemaid.
Yeah,
big titty housemaid.
I like that.
Colleen Hoover.
Time for
Sadly,
some trailers. Did you guys talk about the trailer for the Backrooms last week?
I think briefly, right?
No.
I don't remember.
Okay, I didn't know if that was last week or not. That was an interesting trailer. Very fascinating. Anything Renata Reinsva, I'll go see, but that was an interesting trailer.
I'm really excited for that movie.
3 trailers we'll talk about here. First one, Masters of the Universe. I stand by this. This is going to be incredible. The odds on that are about plus 2,500. But I'm taking them. I'm betting it. There's something I want this to be fun and dumb and good, kind of like Dungeons and Dragons. And I think the worst thing this movie has going for it is people are comparing it to Dungeons and Dragons, and it's not going to live up to that whatsoever. What did anyone have thoughts on the new Masters of the Universe trailer?
Just don't know who it's for. I just don't know I don't know how this movie makes any money. Like, I'm confused by it. Like,
It's a weird IP, right? I don't quite know.
Yeah, you have to be like my age to have grown up with He-Man, and like anyone younger than me, I don't think has any connection to He-Man.
He was gone by the time the 90s rolled.
Yeah,
I mean, I don't know about you guys, but I never saw He-Man on TV. Did you guys? Kenjac?
I did when I was a kid. I'm old, but yeah, I didn't. I mean,
That's
but
what I'm saying. I don't know how you guys would have.
There's a lock. I'll fall asleep during this movie for 20 minutes. That's a fucking guarantee. Guarantee. Top 5 pick this year, I would say.
I have heard they're keeping Jared Leto off the press tour, which
Probably a
is
good move.
Smart. Yeah, he's the voice of Skeletor. You don't have to see him. And I give him credit. They actually sold out and did a real Skeletor. They didn't like try to, skirt around it and do something different. Like they made it look like it's supposed to look like. So I don't know. I hope it's fun. I'm partially kidding when I say I think it's going to be great. Though Travis Knight the Bumblebee movie was really good. Like I do think he's got a little something.
The trailer has some comedy in it, so I guess there's that. They're not taking themselves too seriously like the first one back in the 80s.
next trailer, I'm gonna let Klemmer cook on this one because I know Klemmer was confused, worried about Supergirl from the last trailer. The song choice killed him. What do you think about the new trailer?
Same concerns. I just don't know how this is like gonna make a lot of money. Like I just don't. I watched it with Robbie, our coworker Robbie Fox, and he was like, "Well, this has a Guardians of the Galaxy feel to it." I said, "I don't think it does. I don't think it's just, like fun
definitely
as
trying
Guardians."
for that. Definitely trying for it.
No, yeah, I don't think it pulls it off. To me, like I love DC Comics, so I'm excited for this. I'll go see it, but like I'm the anomaly. I think the average person, there's no reason to go see this movie in this trailer.
It's Millie Alcock. Come on.
I don't think most people know what a Millie Alcock is.
That's just you.
Accurate.
It's just you.
So the first Superman last year, which I think we probably all liked, made 620 worldwide. So if they can get high threes, maybe worldwide, which I don't know.
Ceiling, right?
I don't know. Yeah, I don't really. It didn't do much for me, but it didn't like turn me off to it, but it didn't do anything for me. I don't know. It felt like it's been made. That trailer. I've seen the trailer in some form or fashion a billion times.
Other trailer for a movie, Over Your Dead Body, which I believe you guys interviewed.
Jorma Taccone, yeah.
Jorma Taccone for this movie. Jason Segel's in it. Samara Weaving. It's a remake of a 2021 Norwegian movie. A couple tries to reconnect while on vacation, only to find out they have plans to kill each other. This one comes out a little later this month, a few weeks.
Mm-hmm.
Oh, that's soon. Just didn't know.
I already saw this. I don't actually know if my embargo is up on it, but it's very similar to with some slight alterations, the Norwegian one, which is on Netflix. And it stars actually the guy from The Martian, the Norwegian dude on the ship in The Martian, or Scandinavian guy.
Yeah. Yep.
So that guy plays the role of Siegel in the Norwegian one. But I've seen it. I don't know how much I can say. I would say I liked it, and I think that's general enough to say. But I think you guys will enjoy most of it too.
Great interview too.
Yeah.
Look for that. Dropping 420, baby.
420. That's right.
Yeah.
Yeah, he's fucking talented. I mean, that whole Lonely Island crew is just
crazy.
great, and obviously what he's made so far has been pretty fucking impressive. Like, it's kind of crazy. Directed, I think an underrated movie in MacGruber. He was a writer on Hot Rod, which is fucking amazing. Pop Star is incredible. And he has this one. Obviously, he worked. I know he worked on Palm Springs a little bit. I know he didn't direct Palm Springs, but yeah. So that whole Lonely Island crew is fantastic. So yeah, Over Your Dead Body coming out in a few weeks, and then not much really anything on news. Both mildly Marvel related. Avengers Doomsday seems to be blinking first. Kevin Feige. It sounds like they might move the Avengers Doomsday launch up a week earlier. A week, right? Be 7 days.
Yeah, well, that's
11.
open now because Jumanji moved. Jumanji is now after the Dune and Avengers.
Thank God we have this show.
Klemmer, remember when Pedro Gomez followed Barry Bonds around for like 3 years?
Yeah.
That is you now with the Jumanji.
No, it's amazing.
It has become more
You're being.
You're gonna get a care package.
You're
Thank
being
God
an
you're
asshole.
Sean
No
no one else to talk
Valjean,
about
You
this.
know what a big deal this is.
I agree. I agree, but you have
You're
become
being a shithead.
you have become obsessed with this. It's become
Because
your.
it's a giant domino.
It's to find you.
No.
For years, your story. For years, your story at Barstool that got you on the show was when you planned a school shooting, that famous tale during Barstool that got you the job. But now it is your obsession with the Jumanji 3 or 4 release date.
Yes, because it's a
But you're right.
giant
But you're right.
thing.
You're right. It's big chess. It's big chess pieces.
It is. It's huge. So now it leaves it wide open. So now Avengers can go there and have the whole weekend themselves. Would
Does Klemmer have two phones going like Adam Schefter on he's got.
You're being a cock. You're being a cock right now. You know you are too.
He's got The Rock on line one. He's got.
When that movie comes out, there's gonna be a picture of The Rock with Klemmer, and it's gonna have like a corny caption like "It takes guts to stand up for you believe in." Thanks to my day one man, Chris Klemmer.
One of the biggest months in movie history, in recent box office history. I'm excited about it. Sorry, I have a little enthusiasm, guys, about Jumanji.
You brought up Jumanji. I think you get paid every time you say Jumanji. Like you get it.
I'm starting to wonder. I am starting to wonder what's going on here.
Yeah, I mean, I think it's smart to move it, get a week of the IMAX. They'll eventually get the IMAX after Dune's run goes out. I think those are just too big of movies to be on the same weekend. As fun as that would be, like I like having back-to-back event weekends. So shout out Dune, they fucking held strong. Denny's like, I ain't fucking moving. It sounds like Avengers will move a week.
Is there a world where this is the wrong decision though?
For
To
whom?
move up?
I don't
For
think
Marvel.
so. I think no, because I don't think a week makes that much of a difference. I think if they would have moved to because I don't think them moving. I don't think Avengers is hurt by moving. I think Dune might have benefited a little bit from like a combo like Barbenheimer type thing. I think moving like a month might have been like, okay, we'll see how this plays out. But a week, I don't think so.
I also think long term, if you look at the box 3 months after, I don't think it's any different for those two movies, regardless of when it opens. Maybe a little IMAX, but not much. I said this last. People are going to see both those movies who want to see it.
Do you care about it being number one for the weekend? Because there's a world where Dune probably never would have finished number one if they opened. The same weekend.
No chance.
So
no,
now
not
maybe
with those
Dune
two. Not with those two
does?
head to head.
How about week two? Would Dune week two beat?
If so, that's gonna be the interesting debate, right? If Doomsday stinks, how big is the drop off, and will it be number one the week Dune comes out? Because that will be the interesting debate. Because I don't think it would have beat it. It would not. It would not have.
No
beat it,
chance.
As much as I love
No.
Dune,
Week
but it just
two
would not have.
Week two, it might maybe.
Yeah, that'll
I
be
think
very
so.
interesting to see. That'll be the thing to keep an eye on.
So it kind of benefits Dune in a couple different ways. Like A, it could have number one title. B, it's going to have a weekend all to itself. Like Marvel moving, I think would be very beneficial.
Better for Dune for sure, which I like. So I'm excited. That's what an event year we have. So I'm glad there's another. I like that it's
Corner.
separated. I like another event weekend. It's gonna be a fun
Also
year.
coming out in December, I should mention, is Jumanji. It's coming out the week after.
Is that 3 or 4? I never understand that.
Well, it depends if you consider the first one.
Do you
weekend.
have your number one spot of the year just already penciled? Like, is it just already there?
It's an ink. Yeah.
Okay. And then Jonathan Majors fell out a window while filming a new movie for Daily Wire.
Shucks.
Fucking commie bastards. Set 'em up.
And so then the people on set walked off for safety concerns, and the producer said, "We don't negotiate with communists."
What does that mean? What does that mean?
I'm still not sure this is real or not. Like, I'm still not. Like, I don't even know what to make of this.
Fucking like I love that idea of like OSHA walking in and being like, "Get the fuck out of here, OSHA, you commie cocksucker." It's like you fell through a window. What does that have to do? Like, it's crazy.
He was good in Creed 3, though. He was good in Creed 3.
He was
Yep.
he was fantastic in Creed 3.
He was good in Magazine Dreams too.
Oh, he's a good actor. He's just fucking.
Yeah, the career has exploded
Got some shit
or
going on.
imploded. What have you been watching in the last couple weeks? Anything that kind of sticks out there? I know the Paradise season 2 wrapped up. Dumb as hell, but I can't get enough of it.
I'm so happy it's out of my life.
The most telegraphed show of all time. In the first 2 episodes, they were like, "Hey, this is what's happening all season. We're going to tell you right now." It's like to the point of like winking at the camera, where it's like, "Holy shit!" It's like I almost got to the point where I'm like, "That can't be what happens." It's so obvious how they've telegraphed this, but no, that's what happened.
No,
Last episode was rough. Not a good finish.
no.
One of the biggest season drop-offs that I can remember in a while in television.
They just turned it into a different show. Like it just made it, and like I love people like comparing it to like Lost or something like that. But like the Lost, they built up the mystery for a while. Like you got like 3 seasons before you really got into the freaky shit. And like this one's just like, hey, we're kind of grounded in reality, apocalypse show. Like this could potentially really happen. And all of a sudden it's like, yeah, now we're doing time travel. It's like, well, now it's a different thing. It's a totally different thing. Like I mentioned it to you, Klemmer. It's like we're making Armageddon 2, but now it's about aliens. It's like, well, that's not grounded in the rules you set in this first season. So I don't know. Very disappointed with this.
Kirk, did you finish? I think you did as well. We finished Love Story, the JFK show.
Yep.
JFK Jr. show. Kind of a weird episode, a little uncomfortable. They showed a lot of the plane flight.
Yeah, I was
which
surprised. I was surprised
strange.
at that.
A lot of speculation on what happened before the plane went down, which I think is a little weird.
Yeah, that's the Murphyverse, though. There's just stuff going on all the time that they just assume a bunch of things. I feel like that's another series that was fun, and then it just kind of, I don't know, where do you think it lost its way? Like almost exactly halfway through? Would you say, Jeff?
Wait, say it again. I didn't hear that.
Would you say that the season lost its way about almost exactly halfway through?
Yes. It was towards the end. It was dumb and stupid, but I liked it because it knew what it was, and then it kind of it just, as the relationship kind of fell apart,
Yeah, they didn't really
that
have
storyline, it just,
yeah.
it lost its way. And again, it just felt weird. It felt, they had this one weird scene kind of around the Princess Diana stuff. That felt speculative and like a little weird. Like, look, I know a lot of these things are speculative, but it felt like, it crossed the line as like almost gross at times where I was like, that didn't really work.
I did not love the last episode.
But you could definitely like look like obviously a lot of like made like biopic type stuff. You have to kind of piece together how you think it went down. So I'm not saying that it's, but like there's also like you can kind of put your foot in the wrong part of the sandbox there, and I think they did. And then Memory of a Killer, worst network TV drama of all time.
The greatest.
Like legitimately, I think it's the worst network TV drama ever.
I think Michael Imperioli is on the greatest TV show of all time and the worst TV show of all time. I think he did it. He did it.
Like watch Love Story. It's kind of wild. Watch Paradise for sure. It's worth it. Well, and don't watch Memory of a Killer. It stinks. No. It stinks. A bad show.
Check out Super Critics. We did Batman 1989 with Robbie, and it was fun to actually cover a good movie. It's been so long since we covered a good comic book movie, so that was fun. Jack Nicholson's incredible.
Pitt's still good. That is one of the worst fandoms I've ever seen in my life. Like one of the dumbest and like least media literate fan bases I've ever seen on a TV show. Like they are, and the Pitt cast talks about it too. Like these people are imagining things. They're confusing. What's the Michael C. Hall quote where he's like, "You're confusing fiction with reality, brother." Like these people are insane, and you guys don't have to deal with it because you're not like big into the Pitt. I know, but it's hilarious actually, kind of to wade through the waters of it, but.
I'm gonna try it again, Kenjac, 'cause I loved the first like 5 or 6 seasons, like in time of ER.
Yeah,
and, like, it really trailed off. But I watched the first half of the first episode, and I just didn't. I'll try it again because people fucking love it.
It's definitely less dramatic than ER. Like they're going for like a different sort of audience, I guess. But like it's still very, very good. It's way more technical and it's challenging, I would say, especially in the first season. Like they're not walking you through anything, like doing the Star Trek thing. Like it's like this thing is like when this thing does this thing. It's like they just throw an acronym at you. If you want to look it up, you can look it up. If not, you can probably pick it up from context clues, which I enjoy.
Anyone have anything else? I actually had a like look inward, get help run of getting boutique movies in the last couple weeks, but I'm not home, so I'll show them off next week. But not good, like bad. Like too many boxes, but I'll show them off next week. I did like Radiant, Second Sight Films. I actually bought a mailbox in England so I could buy movies that don't ship to the US and have them shipped there and then shipped to my house. So a really bad like look inward, like you have a problem type thing. But I'm excited to show them off next week. I see Gooch has some stuff.
Yeah, Criterion sale 2 weeks ago now? Well, they finally came in. Got Network. Classic. Thief.
That's such a great add to the collection.
Yeah, Thief, Arsenic and Lace. Got a nice little Kurosawa double feature with Sandro,
that's a good one.
Yojimbo, and then Malcolm X.
Oh yeah, that's a great haul right there. That's the Network is that great being in the Criterion collection. Great transfer, looks fantastic. The sale was both good and bad. Just Squid and the Whale, I didn't know was a Criterion. I didn't know Criterion had Squid and the Whale, so I got that. Oh, got some good stuff. Here we go.
From the creator of John Wick and Nobody. Yeah, I got your attention now. Comes the new movie, Normal, a double-barreled shotgun blast of pure mayhem. For Sheriff Ulysses, played by Bob Odenkirk, we love Bob Odenkirk here, a new job as temporary sheriff in the quaint town of Normal, Minnesota is meant to be a welcome respite from recent troubles. But when a botched bank robbery interrupts the peace, a dark secret is exposed and Ulysses discovers that the town is anything but its namesake. Suddenly, everyone is trying to shoot the sheriff, and he has to rely on his wits and some crooks if he is to survive the night. And that's all before the Yakuza show up. Good lord. Starring Bob Odenkirk, Henry Winkler, and Lena Headey. See it in theaters starting April 17th.
All right, time to get into it. The top 50 movies of the century so far, the year 2000 through 2025.
Wilson!
Here is what we did. We all did our list. We did 75 movies. And we made a point system. I won't get too into the weeds in the point system, but if you rank a movie 1, that gets 75 points. If you rank it 2, 74, so on and so forth. I also factored in bonus points. If it's on everybody's top 75, or top 50, out of the 75, it gets a bonus point. It gets bonus points. If a movie is in the top 5, it gets bonus points. If it's ranked number 1, it gets bonus points. So, because we have 5 people here, I figured let's give the movies that kind of score the highest the biggest advantage. So, we all ranked our top 75. We made the list, a little bit of a fun, formula on Excel, and it spit out our top 50 movies of the 21st century so far, 2000 through 2025. We will start this list with 50 through 41. And I will tell you where everyone had it ranked. And then we will kind of discuss and go from there. So here are the first 10 movies on our top 50 movies of the 21st century so far. Number 50. It was on one person's list. It was on one person's list. Number 50. 2014's Interstellar by Christopher Nolan. It was ranked third.
50?
It was ranked only on one list. Gooch had it number 3.
One.
So Gooch, I'll let you take the floor. The number 50 movie
This is egregious.
of the
This is
21st century,
egregious.
Interstellar. I will say I am not as high on this as other movies. I am glad it made our list because I do think, while it's our list, I was like, I'm glad it made our list because a lot of people would have this, like outside of this group of 5, much higher. But for us, it only made it to number 50. So Gooch, take it away.
I mean, that is insane. One of, if not the best working director in Hollywood. His most emotional work, an absolute love letter to space and science fiction that came before it, and humanity's endeavor into the unknown, into the need to know. And goddamn, 50? 50.
It made it.
It did make it.
Oh, this is going to be fun. This list is going to be fun, I can tell. Oh, my God. But, I mean, Interstellar is easily top 5 for me. And when I first saw it, I would say it was in the top 20. But surprising, I think most people, I'd say the more serious critics, have rewatched and gone back to it. And if they didn't hate it on the first watch, have nitpicked it since then. But its issues have only endeared itself to me more. Like the nonsensical love is the fifth dimension has only grown on me. Like, I love that. I really do. So Interstellar, I would love to see it higher, but God, thank God it made this list.
Yeah, that's where it's always been a little too convoluted is not the right word for this, for how I want to describe it, because convoluted is too bad for how I view it, because I like this movie and it's in the 90s for me. But it just, the emotional connection for me, and I think you just said it, Gooch, it hasn't grown on me as much. And I feel like I have to force myself to really tie in emotionally with this movie. Where would, like, Kirk, Kenjac, Klemmer, where would you have it? Obviously rough because it's not in your top 75.
It's not my favorite. No, I mean, look, I don't like 2001. Like, I don't like Contact. Like, it's just not my. I mean, I love Nolan, but yeah, it just didn't connect for me. Obviously, I'm in the minority, but yeah, it's never resonated for me like that. It just hasn't. Maybe I need to watch it again.
Yeah,
Yeah,
I think
those are
like
two movies that I
2001.
love too.
Yeah,
I like 2001, and I like Contact quite a bit. I still have this below those movies. Like Interstellar for me, and I love Nolan. I can understand why people love this. Just for me, it just never quite connected.
There are scenes in Interstellar that I think I would have above like things in my top 10 for sure. I think as a collective movie, it's different though. Like some of the stuff I just don't register with. Like the Love is the Fifth Dimension thing has never really connected with me personally, and I think that does lower it a bit. Because the rest of it is so like, I don't grounded reality is the wrong way to put it, but like, you know what I mean? It's more sci-fi, and that's kind of like fantastical, and that just never connected with me. I wouldn't blame you for loving that though, and obviously a lot of people still do.
I will say this: it's my number one Nolan movie right now. But if we were able to put the 5-minute prologue of the Odyssey into that's the best 5 minutes I think of movie I've seen this decade. I cannot wait for it. God.
So this is why I put the bonus points in, because I do think, while it is all 5 of us, I think if someone has something in the top 5, top 10, I think it should get a little bump, because I think that's kind of the point. We want to make this kind of a fun list and kind of have everyone's like top movies show face a little bit. But Interstellar, number 50 of the century so far. Number 49, the number 49th movie of the 21st century so far. 2 people had it on their lists. I had it at 41. Kenjac had it at 27. Taylor Sheridan's 2017 movie Wind River
Banger.
makes it into the list at number 49. Kenjac, I know this is a top 30 for you. You are a big, and I am too. 41 for me. I love that run from Taylor Sheridan is fantastic. But yeah, you have Wind River at 27. So I'll let you take it away. Thoughts on Wind River?
Yeah, I love Wind River. I think it's like a perfectly executed neo-western. I love it's my favorite, I think, Jeremy Renner performance, or at least among the top. I love all the side actors. Bernthal, I think, cuts a rug in it. A lot of the smaller guys that like they're I don't know what you would call them, like the Sheridan Universe dudes that just show up in everything he ever makes. They're all fantastic. Love the ending. The like, why are you flanking me scene is that's one of my favorite shootouts like ever. It's so fucking good. And Elizabeth Olsen, obviously great as well. Enjoy it a lot. I think he has among the Sheridan Universe like a Frontier trilogy or whatever. It's the weakest of the three, but it is still so good. Yeah, I love it, and I just don't know where that version of Taylor Sheridan has been. I wish he was doing movies again instead of making 8,000.
Yeah, that's the crazy. That's like the sad thing about bringing this movie up, and we'll see if he shows up on this list again. But he had this incredible run, and then again, some of them he had incredible directors as well. And some of the ones he's made since then, like the Angelina Jolie Fire movie. What was that called? Like
Those Who Wish Me Dead?
Those Who Wish Me Dead, yeah.
Yeah. What does everyone else think about Wind River who didn't have it on their list?
Fantastic. I mean, I think it's in some respects his strongest, I would say. I don't know. It's much softer than the other two that came before. It's also the one that he directed. I think the only one from that trilogy he directed.
It's the one where which is weird because, I'm guilty of this as well, where some of these other ones you're like, oh, well, he's directing them. But like he has directed a good one. So he's also, I know, Kirk, you say the Yellowstone universe is a universe it's a show for dumb people.
For dummies, yeah. And now I have a bias now. It affects his name, I think of like the Yellowstone scenes, and it affects this movie. And that's not fair. He's being punished by me for Yellowstone, I think. Or he's only probably made $700 million. So, but no, it's very good. It's very good. Yeah. If I had done top 100, it would have been on it.
So Wind River, the 49th ranked movie on our list of the top 50 movies of the 21st century so far. The number 48 movie. The 48th ranked movie, according to our list of the 21st century so far, is on one person's list. And it is their number one ranked movie. That is 2002 Sam Mendes' Road to Perdition. Chris Klemmer, the number one movie of the century so far.
The most beautiful film ever made. I can't believe I'm the only one who had this on the list at all.
Not in anybody's list.
Fucking shit
crazy.
movie. That's why.
Crazy. What are you talking about? It's a shit movie.
It's a shit movie.
That's a bad take.
Oh, God almighty. Number one? Give it number one?
Number one. I love this movie so much. It's stunning. It's an amazing movie to watch. The performances are fantastic. You don't think it's a shit movie? You're being.
No, I think it's a shitty movie. I would give it a 40 out of 100.
That's crazy.
I think it sucks. It's dreadful. It's fucking terrible.
No,
I can't believe you have that number one. I cannot believe
love this movie.
That's got to be bullshit. You do that. Number one?
Bullshit.
Most beautiful movie ever made?
No,
That's what
it's
you
the
just
best movie
said?
of the century.
You just said it's the most beautiful movie. Did you just say
Oh,
that?
best movie. Oh yeah. Most beautiful movie ever made.
Ever made?
I think it's unbelievable cinematography.
Okay.
Incredible.
Yep.
It is gorgeous.
Tom Hanks is so good.
Conrad Hall, right? Did he shoot it?
What's that?
I think Conrad Hall shot it, right?
Conrad Hall was the last movie he did.
Yeah. Great cinematography.
And this is like such a amazing movie.
He takes
to
pictures.
watch. What's that?
He takes pictures.
Jude Law.
Jude Law is really good in this.
He's really good in it.
He's really good in this.
Paul Newman.
I actually don't think Hanks is good in it.
Really?
Yeah, I think he's miscast. Purposely, I know, but I just don't think he works. Newman's good. It just doesn't. Yeah, it did not work.
Jude Law, I think, is really good in this. And I love the father and son road trip element. Like it all hits me. I'm guessing, Kirk, you're the only one that thinks this is a bad movie. I'm guessing everyone else thinks this is a very good movie.
Okay. Well, all
I'm just
right.
saying. Well, you're right. You're gonna be.
Well, I think you're the only one. You don't think it's the best movie of the century. So I think
That's fair.
I think we.
That's fair. But
disagree.
you came out saying it was horrible. I'm guessing nobody else.
I bet you most people will say it's closer to shit than the best movie of this century, though.
Maybe.
Yeah. So there you go.
No one else will say it's shit. So I don't think.
We'll find.
I don't think anyone can watch that movie and say it's a bad movie.
I bet you these three guys. I'm not going to speak. Well, I will speak for them. never crossed their mind to put this movie on in the top 75 list. Never, not for a second.
Not really.
No.
Yeah,
I think it's a fantastic movie. I think it's severely underrated by people like you, who are just going to be shitty for no reason. I think it's a legitimately great movie. I
would hope so. You have it ranked number 1.
I have this number 1.
Fucking hope it's a great movie.
I have to defend it because you're over there.
Meanwhile, you probably give it 3 stars on your stupid fucking letterbox. You don't even know how to do it.
But I'm being authentic. I genuinely love this movie.
Yeah, I genuinely don't. I don't like the movie.
You would not give this a 40. That's bullshit. That's a lie.
No, I actually probably now I definitely would.
Oh yeah, 'cause now you're gonna be like all angry.
You have fucking Castaway in your top, both in your top 5.
I don't know if I have Castaway in my top.
All right, whatever. Okay, go ahead. I can't fucking.
Close. I do not have the top 5. It's very close though.
But Klemmer, so I'm gonna guess for the 25, 75 to 2000. Your number 1 movie probably Godfather, right? Godfather, Jaws.
Godfather is my number 1 movie of all time.
So, is that how bad the 25 years that followed the year 2000 have been, where we went from Godfather to Road to Perdition?
It's a good question. Like, how many of those movies would you rank in that 20? Would you rank Goodfellas over Road to? Would you rank Goodfellas?
I have 10 movies that came out before this century ahead of.
You have it the 11th best movie of all time?
Yes. I do.
No, I love it. Stick to it.
Oh yeah. Listen, yeah, you gotta ride with it.
I do.
It is a beautiful movie, like gorgeous to look at, and I think Daniel Craig is fantastic in it too.
Great cast.
And Newman, yeah. I don't know if I can't go there. I can't follow you there, Klemmer. You know I like the movie. I can't go that far.
That's fine. I am a little shocked that no one else said it.
I swear to God, because I actually laughed like 10 times this movie came out the first time. I would put Deuce Bigalow Male Gigolo ahead of this movie. Dead serious, because it made me laugh. Like, what's his face plays the who's the guy who plays the detective? William Deuce Bigalow Male Gigolo. The guy who keeps zipping his pants up, showing his dick. What the hell is it? It made me laugh like 10 times. Much funnier than much better. I'd rank
much funnier than Road to Perdition.
European Gigolo I would not put ahead, but the first Deuce Bigalow with your friend Rob Schneider, I would put ahead of it. Yeah.
William Forsythe,
very funny in it. Very funny.
You ever see European Gigolo?
I hope
not as good.
I hope you're this antagonistic when the Lord of the Rings movies comes out on the list, and you shout at them too.
Well, I mean, they won Best Picture. Like, I'm not sure.
I know. I can't. I know. I'm looking forward to that because it's a one-way street. Because you're not going to yell at them. But go ahead. Let's see what you.
3 of them are going to have it, Klemmer. I mean, there's a difference.
Let's see what happens. I'm just saying.
Okay. I will. I promise I will.
Make notes, people at home.
You're a fucking cocksucker if you have on the list. Okay, you happy, Klemmer? Jesus. So
number 50, Interstellar. Number 49, Wind River. Number 48,
so angry. So angry. If I'm sensitive, you're so angry.
Number 47 ranked movie according to our list of the 21st century so far. 3 people have it. 44th for me. 26 for Kenjac. 64 for Klemmer. That's Adam McKay's 2015 movie, The Big Short. I love The Big Short. A movie that shouldn't work. It is both probably the best thing that happened to Adam McKay and maybe the worst, because I like Vice, but like that style didn't translate as well down the line with his other stuff. But I think The Big Short is great. I think Ryan Gosling is so fucking good in this movie. I think Steve Carell's great. Everyone in this, Christian Bale, even like the small Brad Pitt role. I think it's a fascinating movie. I think it's funny, also like informative. Like it's like a smart biopic. I've always thoroughly enjoyed The Big Short. From the moment I saw it through now, never wavered on kind of how I felt about it. Kenjac, Klemmer, you got a little heat just now. I'll let you go on this one. Anything? What are your thoughts on? It's a little lower on your list, but you had it up there.
Oh no, this is a fantastic movie, and just the way this is not an easy story to tell. Like it's kind of economics and housing crisis is kind of a boring story on paper. Michael Lewis, his book is good, but still, even making that into film is tough. But then even having a good leads like the Margot Robbie stuff, and then you get this Bale performance that is kind of unique for him. I don't know if I've seen him kind of play that kind of role a ton after this. I don't know. And then Carell is very good. Like, you're just getting a lot of good, interesting performances about a topic that shouldn't be good or interesting.
Kenjac, you have it high. You have it as high as anyone has it here, 26.
Yeah, I love it. I think it's very complicated subject matter to go for, and I think especially at that time, like this is the dude that did like The Other Guys and Step Brothers. Like for him to step up to the plate and tackle the housing crisis and the crash. I think it was crazy, and he did a great job. So many great, like the actors you mentioned, like I think they're all fantastic. There's no bad performance in it. Even when you go down to like having Selena Gomez doing like a informative side thing to explain CDOs or whatever, I think that's great. But then all the side character, like cocksucker characters too, were great. Like the Asian dude explaining CDOs over the sushi dinner was like hilarious. The two, I think it was Billy Magnuson and Schmidt from New Girl.
I was trying to think of his name.
Yeah, they're fantastic. Like all the little side bits are all amazing, and then of course like Gosling just coming in and just crushing it. Like this is my quant. Like there's so many so many scenes.
That scene alone, the quant scene is so fucking funny.
He doesn't even speak English, and he's like, I speak English. He says it's better to be mysterious. But there's so many great scenes in it, and I think it really holds up well too. You go back and watch it, and I think there's not really like much that you would change. I really enjoy it.
Did we lose McKay because of this movie though?
Yeah,
You know what I
definitely.
mean?
That's
Yes.
that's just unfair, but that's why I can't. Yeah.
It was the
His
bargain
brain
he
got
struck,
broken.
unfortunately.
He got the Sorkin disease. His brain is just
Big time.
yeah.
Yep.
50.
Number 46. Number 46. 3 people have it on the list. I have it at 64. Kenjac has it at 45. Gooch has it at 21. So like Gooch started out, the number 46 ranked movie of the 21st century so far for us is Bong Joon-ho's 2003 movie Memories of Murder.
Banger.
Gooch, 21.
Yeah, I think it's
Pretty high up there for you.
if I had to say my favorite, I don't know if I Parasite just a few spots. We'll get to that, I'm sure, later. But Parasite a few spots ahead of it. But if I had to pick my favorite Bong Joon-ho movie, this is it. I think this is just absolutely the best detective movie of the 21st century. Best process movie. Just darker than all hell, devastating, depressing, and just absolute gut punch finale. Like the way it ends is unbelievable.
Super unique crime mystery thrill, like really just out there. And like this is you want to talk about before, like he really became big. Like he's always had the ability to blend genre and tone in a way that not many people can do it. Who are making movies active right now? Memories of Murder is it's fantastic. Great Criterion release, fantastic movie.
Nothing makes you want to do a 2-foot jump into somebody's chest more than watching Memories of a Murder. I love that shit. And, it is it's fantastic. Such a good movie. And the murderer watched the movie, right? Like I believe the guy that they're chasing, like in real life, he ended up watching it before he got caught or something like that. It was crazy.
That's fucking wild.
Yeah. Insane story, but a great movie too.
So Interstellar 50, Wind River 49, Road to Perdition 48, The Big Short 47, Memories of Murder 46, 45. It's on 2 people's list. It's on Kirk and Klemmer's list.
I made it. All right.
They got something in common. Yeah, you have a little run going these next couple now.
Here we go.
Number 45 of the 21st century so far is Richard Linklater's 2014 movie Boyhood, movie that took him a zillion years to make. This is one that is super, super close to my 75. Just missed. So I think this is a great one to have on the list, especially just for the achievement of what it is. But Kirk, I'll let you go. It's your first time on this list so far, a movie that you've had.
Yeah, I think I said
You're
this.
13.
I think I said this last week. I think he's the director that I for sure have most on the list, which surprised me at the time. But he's made great movies, and I wonder sometimes if it is an award of achievement, But yeah, it just hit me. I remember being in the theater watching the first time, and it just struck me. I think Ethan Hawke is great in it. Patricia Arquette, I think, is a very deserving Oscar winner. The kid is good in it too, and to be able to pull it off, I still think all these years later, I can't believe it's been 12 years. Just a great director who, by the way, while doing this, made these other great films. Yeah, it just works for me. It just hit me in the right spot.
Kirk, you said Linklater you think will be the director that appeared most on your list?
Yeah, no, I just said that at the start. Yeah, I think so. I mean, I think between, I guess spoil it, but yeah, I think he has like 4 or 5 on. Oh, one really small one that I'd be surprised if anybody else has. Maybe. But yeah, all the way to last year. I mean, he's popped up a bunch for me.
Top 50 for you, Klemmer.
Yeah, it's done so well, and I love how like I don't know if it's just because the time changing or just the way Linklater has it planned out, but the way their lives change, even the stuff like with the stepfather, like, and how that shifts things,
right.
and you have kind of this new character that is such a profound part of their lives for a certain time, but then like just like time, and then he's gone. Like just the way it shows how like how time marches on and people come and go, but these parents are always there for you, even as they change. It's just fascinating. It's just done so well.
Also, the greatest, and I thought at the time when I saw Dazed and Confused, now I've raised, have 2 teenagers, the greatest director of teenagers of all time,
Oh yeah,
I think.
nobody
like
gets
that.
it more.
I think he's the best ever at it. Yeah.
That's actually an interesting question. Like, who's the best age range director? Like, is Christopher Columbus the best kid director?
I mean, tough to beat. Yeah, I mean, it's just with E.T., I think it's tough to beat Spielberg. But yeah, there's definitely, he's definitely a candidate. Yeah.
Teenagers, was that maybe Hughes?
John Hughes.
Yep.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Definitely.
Huh.
But John
Interesting.
Hughes was directing, like, yeah. But I just think Dazed and Confused and the way it's interesting too, Klemmer, like his daughter is in the movie, but she didn't want to do it, so she's less and less as the movie goes on. By the way, he's shooting another one of these like right now.
Yeah, merrily we go along.
Yeah, he's in the middle of another one of these projects, so it's
With Beanie Feldstein, which is so funny. 'Cause
right.
she like signed on for that at the peak of her career, and she's gone
Yeah.
missing since.
Yeah.
The 44th best movie of the 21st century so far, according to our rankings. 2 people have it on their list. Kirk has it at 31. Gooch at 19. Richard Linklater's 2004 Before Sunset. Back-to-back spots for Linklater, which this one just missed the list before. Speaking of Criterion, it's great box set Criterion, fantastic trilogy, Before Sunrise, Before Sunset, Before Midnight, 95, 2004, 2013. Obviously, in the movies, same people, Julie Delpy and Ethan Hawke are in it. Just fantastic movies. Sunset makes the list, though. I'll let you go again, Kirk. Linklater, you just said it. That's now 2.
Yeah. I mean, just a great trilogy. Great. It's funny with Ethan Hawke, like in the mid 90s, late 90s. He wrote that book, The Hut Estate. He's in these. I'm like, this guy's just a pretentious, like, asshole. I've never done the 180 and anybody like Ethan Hawke is like an actor. Now, like, he's like maybe my favorite actor of this. If I did, he might be my MVP of the century. Like, anytime he's in something, he's great. He's great. And the 2 of them are great together. The ending is unbelievable. And it basically leads.
You're gonna miss that plane, baby.
Basically leads into what is essentially a horror film years later, which is just incredible piece of filmmaking. Unbelievable.
Yeah,
Looks
it's my
great, too.
favorite of the trilogy. It's just unbelievable.
You give it high,
The
19,
ending,
top 20 for you.
Yeah, no, I think it's incredible. Like, I think it's just so well written. It's the happiest of the trilogy, if we're being honest. Maybe not it's the happiest. The ending is the best.
Leaves
feeling
on the happiest.
you have. Yeah. Yes, that is the best you feel. I think the entire trilogy is at the very end, and I think their chemistry is just fantastic. It feels so real, and that's true of every movie. But man, they just feel like such real people.
This is one of those that, like, I'd kind of recommend to anyone, especially if you're getting into movies that maybe, like, if you're someone who's getting into movies that isn't more than just like a mainstream person, right? Like the blockbusters and the big stuff. You don't see a ton. Like, this is a trilogy that I always suggest people. It's like, give this a try. Something a little different, maybe a little smaller, from a great director, different eras, right? You get it from 3 different decades. Like, I always suggest the Before trilogy. Just fantastic movies. Really, the Before, really close on all my 75. We'll see what else maybe could be on the list here from this trilogy. But yeah, Linklater back to back. First one to appear twice on the list until 43. The 43rd best movie of the 21st century, according to our rankings, is on Kirk and Kenjac's list. Kirk has it at 17, Kenjac at 32. 2000's Memento by Christopher Nolan was not on my list. Another one really close. I kind of thought it might be on Gooch's list. Was not on Gooch's, was not on Klemmer's. But Kenjac, Memento at 32 for you.
Yeah, I think this was like among the Nolan ones, especially like these early years, like a very cool experiment that I think was very like I can't imagine many other directors that could successfully pull it off, and Nolan did. And I think Guy Pearce like really carries it, great performance, and it's very like I don't even want to say polarizing is maybe the wrong word. Like I would never almost even recommend it to a lot of people because the people I have recommended to, like sometimes they hate it and they're like, I don't get it. What did you make me watch? But the people like. I think it's almost like the cilantro thing or whatever, right? Like some people it's so, but to me, I'm like, this is delicious. I love this. I think it's complicated, interesting, really well shot, and I just enjoyed it quite a bit.
Kirk 17, top 20 for you.
Yeah, saw it in the theater in 2000 when it came out, and was kind of had some idea it was going, but was absolutely blown away, and I've been with Nolan like ever since. Unfortunately, he made Interstellar, but other than that, he's made great films. The you know, and I think the Rewatchables did L.A. Confidential a week or two ago, and they were talking about Guy Pearce and kind of where it went wrong, and you know, you'd think you would be off there. I mean, just a great lead performance. Joey Pants is running around and Carrie Ann Moss. Like it's in at the time in the theater, I hadn't seen anything like this, not really, and it was sort of still that era of independent movies, the post Pulp Fiction run, where you could see a movie and the movie was part of the conversation. Kind of, I think it did pretty well, Klemmer. I mean, I'm not saying it made $100 million, but it was definitely a movie that made an impact when it came out, like definitely. And then Nolan was off to the races, you know.
So this is just missed for me. It's a great pick. I had it. I saw this on DVD. So it was like getting
it's
passed
huge
around
on
my
DVD.
dorm.
Yeah.
So it got like a huge word of mouth around my dorm. Like, have you seen this? Have you seen this? And then, like you said, Kirk, everyone was talking about it in my college. Is like, oh my gosh, like this Memento, like breaks your brain. Fantastic movie. And Guy Pearce, he's a guy that could have been on our list from last week, like disappointing careers.
Yeah.
Because he's such a good actor. I feel like there should have been more there.
Yeah,
He was so good last year,
right?
and
He got
Brutalist
nominated
last
for
year.
Brutalist.
Yeah. Yep.
He was really good in that too. Fantastic, such a good actor.
42, 2 left on our first 10 of the best movies of the 21st century so far. One that I kind of hope been a little higher just based on being more people's lists. It's only on 3 lists. This is a top 10er for Kirk. 34 for me, 21 for Gooch, and that is Alexander Payne's 2004 movie Sideways. I know. It's I'm bummed.
Clemmer,
30,
you
that's
have
partly
it on
on
your
me.
list?
I had it at 34.
Clemmer, you don't have it on your
Sideways?
list?
No.
I was surprised Klemmer you didn't. I was surprised you didn't have it, Klemmer. Actually, I felt like Sideways is something you would like.
Oh, I love it. I've watched it 10 million times. It will be a niche category one day. I mean, I've watched Sideways. My buddy Jim and I went and did like the Sideways tour, played golf on that course. I don't even drink anymore. We walked around. We just checked it out. It was Thomas Hayden Church. Now, originally, Clooney wanted that role, and Payne said to him, like, no, you're too famous. Like, and he was exactly right. Giamatti's incredible. I mean, I could quote this movie all day. I love it, love it, love it. $1 Million Baby. That's slop. Beat it for Best Picture.
Whoa.
Stupid slop of Eastwood feeding her at the end. It made me puke. But Sideways is great. Thomas Hayden Church. Giamatti and Church have great chemistry. Virginia Madsen, great. Sandra Oh, fantastic. Just highest recommend.
Just so fucking well written, and just so I've seen it a billion times as well, and the acting is superb, and it's just one of those it's just a lived-in movie, and you just I don't know, it's one of those ones where you just feel like you're just kind of there with them. You're on that trip, you know. It's like it's just so personal, and I love it. I kind of fucked it up too. I have a 34. It could be, I'm saying I wish it was higher. It's partly on me, but I'm glad it's on the list though.
To be fair, I saw it when it came out, so I was like in my mid-20s. I haven't seen it since. It might be a movie where
I
I
think you'd
revisit
love
it
it.
now.
I think you'd love it if you watched it.
Might
again.
appreciate it.
Yeah.
I haven't rewatched it forever either.
All of his movies age really well. Payne's do. There's just a really like timeless quality to all of them. Also, Kirk, is that you would know this since you're the expert? Did Payne meet Sandra Oh on that shoot?
I think
Or were
probably
they already-
right. I think
Yeah.
that was there. Yeah, I think that's right.
Okay, that's fun.
Yeah.
And then number 41, to round out our first 10 movies on our top 50 movies of the 21st century, we have kind of a repeat, but not really. But it is Taylor Sheridan again. It is the 2015's Sicario, directed by Denis Villeneuve, who I assume, again, no spoilers, probably not his last time on this list. I have it at 36, Kenjac 19, Gooch 56. Kenjac, you've always been very high on Sicario.
Yeah, I love Sicario. I think it's a brilliant movie. It's like a collection of so many great things that I think are working particularly well. Obviously, Sheridan, fantastic neo-Western screenwriter. Denny, one of the best filmmakers in the world. Deakins, one of the best cinematographers in the world. Supporting cast of like all these actors that I think are fantastic. Benicio, I think, is on another planet in the movie. He's so good. And like Daniel Kaluuya, like Brolin, obviously incredible. So many small like little nuances of that movie that I think make it tick. I love. There's so many great lines too. Like when they're in the plane and he's like, you're asking me how a watch works, but for now it's just focused on the time. Like there's so many. I love Sicario. Love the ending. Love the dinner scene. I think with Benicio, I think is one of my favorite scenes of the 21st century. I think it's so good. I'm a big Sicario fan.
Yep. tense fucking movie. Brutal at times, easily the most brutal of his 3 from that run from Sheridan. And also, this is that example of where Sheridan kind of, fell off. He directed the second one, right? Sicario, Day of the Soldado.
I don't think he directed it. I think he wrote it, but then some other dude, the dude that wrote 000, I think.
Okay,
it.
but point being, they you remove Denis Villeneuve and you remove Roger Deakins from something, and then you're probably not going to have the sum of the parts being quite as good the second time around. But Sicario is fucking incredible, fantastic movie. Top 50 for me, 36, 19 for Kenjac, 56 for Gooch. So that rounds out our first 10. I'll go down the list again. Number 50. So the top 50 movies of the 21st century so far. 50, Interstellar. 49, Wind River. 48, Road to Perdition.
Yeah.
47, The Big Short. 46, Memories of Murder. 45, Boyhood. 44, Before Sunset. 43, Memento. 42, Sideways. 41, Sicario. It only ramps up next week as we'll do 40 through 31.
The big takeaway is definitely going to be you guys have fucking Interstellar at 50. That is going to be I think the takeaway that we.
Oh, people are so pissed.
Yeah,
People are so.
That has become for that.
It might have been better to have it not on the list.
Yeah.
Yeah.
People ignore Klemmer's movie. I think they just want to pretend it doesn't exist. But Interstellar, I think, will be the big thing.
Oh, you're right. You're right. Sideways is really.
I'll say, here's what I'll say
more than
about,
one person put on the list, Klemmer.
You're the only person whose number one movie didn't land in the top 10. I will say that. So he's a Hanks head. Nobody's a bigger Hanks head.
He does
than
love
Chris
Hanks.
Klemmer.
He does.
Yeah.
He does.
If Chris Klemmer had to choose between Tom Hanks and Brendan Sklenar, he would.
Oh
choose
no! Don't do that.
No,
That's
Hanks,
literal
Hanks,
Sophie's choice.
At that point, I love Sklenar.
Klemmer has a terminal at number 6. He loves it. Loves it.
So Klemmer, I will make this note on Klemmer. This is my fault. I'm not blaming Klemmer on this. I asked for updated lists because the last time we had these lists, it was like I didn't know if people maybe thought, One Battle, Sinners, like Marty Supreme. Klemmer, I didn't specify that don't include movies from 2026. And so Klemmer did send some, and Klemmer would have had Project Hail Mary very, very high.
How high?
I think I had like 21 or something. Yeah.
You gave it a 97 out of 100. Only 21.
Yeah. What?
Yeah.
You have 20 movies?
I don't give hundreds out very often.
Is Road 100?
It has to be.
Yes.
Yeah,
Road to
it has
Perdition's
to be.
100. There's a few hundreds on here. Not many.
Okay.
How many hundreds do you give out, Gooch? You don't give out many of them.
You're so sensitive.
I got a few. I got a bunch.
I'm not sensitive. I'm asking questions, Kirk. I'm asking.
How many hundreds do you give out? How many hundreds do you give out?
That's a good question.
How many hundreds? Is it?
How many hundreds? Yeah, it's a good question. How many hundreds have you given out?
I just know your scoring system. I know you are pretty. You're punitive.
Yeah. That's fair.
I think my all-time now. I think I have 17. I think.
Oh, so that's even less than I have. I think I had like 35 or something.
Yeah,
I
Empire.
think I got like 30
Strikes
on
Back,
this list.
Seven Samurai, Lawrence of Arabia, 12 Angry Men, All the President's Men, Social Network, Goodfellas, Jaws, Godfather, Back to the Future,
Castaway.
Oppenheimer, Return of the King, Blade Runner 2049, Fury Road, Singing in the Rain, Toy Story, Inglourious Bastards, and Willy Wonka. Which Willy Wonka, I will note, you have to remember, Willy Wonka, I don't count the mom singing scene.
Oh.
Yeah.
I'm biased. Like, I'll use an example. It'd almost be like if we had coworkers who maybe excuse things that Tiger Woods does. That's what I do. I excuse away the
Cheer
mom
Up Charlie?
singing in
Who the hell it is?
Willy Wonka. It doesn't exist in my eyes. It never happened.
Gene Wilder just got off the phone with the president.
That's what Willie made chocolate to feel normal. All right, that's it. We will be back next week. We'll continue this the next couple weeks. I'm very excited because it gets, as we go, obviously people start to have, we have more and more crossover and kind of the numbers get a little crazy. So we'll see what lands up at number 1. But next week we will continue on with the list for the next 10. That is it. Thank you as always for watching. Thank you for bearing with. My voice got a little better throughout. Next week we have, what was it? It was the Jonah Hill movie, Apple TV, and then the pasta sauce love story bullshit.
Yep.
That is it. Thank you for watching. For Kirk, Kenjac, Klemmer, Gooch, I'm Jeff T. Lowe. We'll talk to you next time.